Network Entertainment.
Ladies and gentlemen, our very special musical guest, Weedus.
Cause I'm just a teenage dirtbag, baby. Yeah, I'm just a teenage dirtbag, baby. Listen to Iron Maiden, maybe like you. Ooh. Sorry, I really love that song. Okay.
I know. Sige.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, our special guest, Katy Perry.
Ay,
You make me feel like I'm living a
teenage dream.
Wow. Meron ka pa?
Ladies and gentlemen, Nirvana.
Wow.
Mahaba to.
Entertain us. Here we are now. Entertain us.
I feel stupid
and contagious.
Here we are now. Smells like Teen Spirit.
That's not how it goes. Yeah! Actually, marami pa.
Marami
Meron pa.
Hello.
I'm gonna clean up the looks with all the lies in the books. So obviously, we're talking about teenagers. And I think you guys already know where this is going. But first off, welcome to OnlyFun. His name is Chico Garcia.
And his name is Gino Kill Ya More.
Yes.
Now, this is actually a not new limited series. It was huge when it came out.
Yeah.
Never got to talk about it.
Never actually watched it.
Oh.
Never watched it.
Okay. Pero,
Because it's depressing.
well, it is. It is. No, but it's brilliant depressing.
Yeah, okay.
So, recently, it just did a sweep of the Emmys.
Yeah.
It won Best Actor, Best Supporting Actor.
This is the guy who met Jake Gyllenhaal, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's him, right?
Yeah.
Sobra idol niya si
He's
Jake.
the one who actually won. Believe it or not, he's actually supporting.
He's so good, though.
He is.
He's so good.
So the dad
Actually, it's
won.
so well acted.
The dad won Best Actor.
The dad, who is a part of a lot of Guy Ritchie films.
Yes.
Like, I would always just see him as this nameless English bloke in a Guy Ritchie film.
True.
Na para parati siyang henchman or whatever.
Yeah.
And I did not know that he could... Because, I mean, obviously, like, he played henchman well. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, he was always like, you know, the parang... What I imagined what a rough London person would be like.
Yes.
But man, the acting chops, insane. Okay.
True. And Best Supporting Actress for the female cop.
Oh, si Sergeant Gray Shirt na medyo malaki yung boobs.
Yes. That one.
I watched the first episode and that's the first thing I noticed.
Pero did you notice that the
No,
entire
kasi-
episode was one shot?
Yes, ang galing. Like,
It's from beginning to end, it was one tuloy-tuloy shot.
and it
Walang
ano kasi,
cuts.
it adds to the tension.
Yeah.
Much like how Daredevil does their fight scenes, right?
Yeah.
The Daredevil on Disney Plus and Marvel. So we're talking about Adolescence.
Yes.
Sorry, I feel like I have to make a clarification. Na-notice ko lang yung boobs kasi nung pagtanggal niya nung parang sweater, yung alam mo yung police sweater.
Not
As in,
beating the...
jumiggle talaga. And I'm like, whoa. Like, medyo
Not
na ano.
beating the pervy allegations.
I just notice these things because I'm observant.
Observant of
And
boobies!
And a gray, kunwari, naka-gray jogging pants si detective guy.
Stop.
Oh, you know? Gray kasi really brings it out.
It does.
Diba?
It
really
does.
does. Okay, now on to it's okay because I've seen Colleen watch it before, and again she's a fan of like the whole murder mystery, whatever. So when I started hearing, she was telling me about the plot.
Yeah.
Oh, it's about this kid, blah blah blah, and he's accused of murder, and I'm like, tune out.
Same.
You know what I
same,
mean? Like
same.
because I just
Ako
don't.
din. Hindi rin ako nag-gravitate towards that.
And I don't know, maybe because you've had the history in your past lives of fearing the cops. What? It's true.
Kala ko sabi mo like, yeah, that history of murder.
No.
Hindi, oo.
So Chico has this
Yeah.
weird, anytime there is a cop, he freaks out.
Yeah.
Like as in, even if he's driving on the right side of the lane, di naman siya coding, di siya nagbebeat ng red light, di siya nagte-text or anything like that, kinakabahan yan. Na parang, oh my God, may police. And I'm
Basta
like,
merong parang
nakatambay lang naman siya.
authority.
Are you afraid of authority in general? Parang more police. I mean, you don't necessarily go against authority.
Ganito. You know, honestly, the reason I don't like mga ganyan, yung mga ganitong movies and TV shows, yung mga falsely accused, even actually like guilty accused.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
It's heavy eh.
No. Like I feel like I don't know if you believe in mga past lives, pero maybe I was a criminal in a past
Maybe.
life. Hindi kasi it's weird. Like,
You were a thief
I
that
have,
stole hearts.
Gino, how
Knocks.
long have you known me? I don't break the rules. I follow the rules.
But maybe that's why it's like it's countering what you used to do in your past life.
Hindi, I know.
Alam mo yun, parang
Hindi,
you're-
ito, joking aside, I'm really like, look, am I such a rule follower now because I learned my lesson and this is parang the test? This
Yeah.
lifetime is a test na-learn mo na ba talaga yung lessons?
Alam mo yung
Kasi
bad-
parang it's so weird. Takot. I always feel like I'm being chased by the cops. I always feel like
you're very submissive in
minsan
that
pag
sense.
nakita, kunyari natignan ako ng police, I get this feeling na wala na, nahuli na ako.
Yeah.
Parang like, wait a minute, I'm not on the run.
Parang dun
Why do
sa
I
authority
feel like-
chain, wala ka sa top, nasa bottom ka. Di ba? I mean, generally.
In theory only.
It was never
never
proven,
been
Your
proven.
Honor.
It was never proven.
Pero alam mo yung feeling ko talaga, like maybe in your past life, you were a horrible criminal. And then you died, and then you got sent to hell. Tapos alam mo yung parang,
Sabi ko, magbabago na ako.
tino-torture ka na, tapos parang, I'm gonna give you one last chance, and this is why you are the way you are now.
Sige.
Which also explains why I'm such a rule breaker. Because maybe in my past life, I was too nice. I was too kind. I was too generous and too giving.
Past life.
And so now, I'm sent back here to shake things up a little bit. Alam mo yung parang, Gino, masyado ka mabait in your past life. Alam mo, kulang na santo ka eh. Alam mo yung so ngayon, magliwaliw ka naman ng konti.
Hindi.
No, parang feeling ko ganun.
Hindi. Besties tayo down there. Tapos parang
Uy, tol.
we're here to like test each other out. But here's the thing, like it's really amazing. Pero like, how was your, kasi mapapaisip ka talaga eh. How was your adolescent years? You're not quite a kid anymore. Kasi that's what's very disturbing about this.
Yeah.
This,
He's 13.
He's 13 in
Yeah.
in the
show.
In the show. And then obviously you're like, hello, this is a child.
Right.
What are you talking about? What murder are you talking about? And it feels like an artichoke being peeled by layer by layer. Na parang suddenly it's
Pwede
like
namang onion na lang, di ba?
hindi, di ba? Parang
Ang
like
pasosi.
yung parang yeah, he's just an innocent child.
Yeah.
Tas as it goes on, you're like, wait, is he?
But at the same time, you know what I
Is
noticed
he?
is, so they're obviously treating him as a criminal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They bust into his house in the first episode, full on SWAT team levels. And then when he gets to the police station, you see that there's also a very strict level of professionalism as to how they handle
Yes.
it. Na parang, okay, you're a 13-year-old, so if I'm gonna strip search you, there has to be somebody observing. You know what I mean?
And your dad is going to be there.
Yeah, and then, we'll provide you with, a solicitor. And then at the same time, like, basta everything was explained thoroughly and carefully. The first thing that I thought of is, if that shit happened here, oh my God. Like, I do not think that that's what the process would be like.
And can I just say that scene? It's amazing. Obviously, they're not going to show
Yeah,
the
the
kid
nudity,
being searched naked, right? So while they were strip searching the
Nakafocus
kid,
lang sa dad.
nakafocus sa face ng dad, and I swear,
The whole gamut
he
of
was
emotions,
not
diba?
saying anything.
Damn.
Kaya siya nag-best actor. Like,
Ang galing.
grabe. Like,
Ang galing.
alam mo yung nag-shift, tas nakikita mo yung the fear and the anger
worry,
and
the anger.
worry and the...
Cannot.
Okay,
But okay.
fine. I admit. I tried it in the mirror. It did not have the same effect.
This is why you're a DJ.
I tried. I really tried.
But wait, going back to your
Sige,
question.
sige.
So, essentially, what was I like as an adolescent? Not 13-year-old. Because 13-year-old, I think I was pretty vanilla. I mean, I was cutting class
So
here
when
and there.
did you turn to the dark side?
College. College talaga. eh.
Talaga?
No, okay. So
Kasi, okay, sige.
I
go.
went to high school kasi in Catholic school.
Okay.
And you know how high school is, all eyes are on you. Like for you to be able to cut class in high school, you have to do it before you even go to school. You know what I mean? So that's what I used to do. It's okay, mom's not around anymore. I don't think she'll care. Happy birthday, dad. So yeah, what I would used to do in high school is kakonsyaba ko rin kasi yung brothers ko eh. Because this might come as a surprise to everybody who's known me for a while, but I'm actually the black sheep. You could act surprised, you know what I mean? Let's take two. I'm actually the black sheep. This is why you're not the best actor. Yeah, so I would tell my brother na para, oh Mark, just drop me off at the McDo in St. Francis. Because that's where all the quote-unquote cool kids would hang out before school. And then while you're there, magde-decide na ano, papasok ba tayo, magbibilyar na lang tayo. Obviously, the decision was always the latter. But I was also kind of smart-ish about it. So I only did it fourth year high school. Because there are very, very, very minimal people who get kicked out when they're in fourth year high school. Because the school is like,
Andiyan ka na eh.
graduate
Let's
ka na eh.
just- kasi,
Tapusin na lang natin, di ba? So, essentially, I knew that, which is why it's kind of dangerous because I'm not naman dumb, but I'm smart enough to figure out how to do a crime correctly. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, medyo delikado ako in that sense. Now, when college hit, college is complete freedom. You know, like they give you, at least for us, we were allowed like 7 cuts throughout the semester.
Free cuts. Yeah, same.
So you can pretty much do, I mean, if you don't feel like going to school, don't go to school. Eh, syempre, nabuso ko, diba? So doon ako medyo tumiwalag ng konti.
Abusado ka eh.
Wow. Parang may gigil yun. Parang may gigil yun.
Yung under your breath, pero...
Sabotado ko eh. Yeah, and I always had a penchant for, I guess, pushing the envelope in terms of rules. You know what's funny? So obviously, like, I enjoyed my freedom. I enjoyed going out. I enjoyed, like, using up all my allowance on billiards and trying to make money out of it and whatever. And then one of the first things that I did after college was I moved out of my parents' house because up until then, my curfew was still 12 midnight. You have no idea the amount of lies I had to come up with just to be able to enjoy a night out. You know what I mean? And then I got so bad at lying after because I didn't have to. So I moved out of the house. And then for the first 2 weeks that I was living on my own with like, I think 5,000 pesos in my bank account. Literal, yun lang yung laman ng bank account ko. I did not think about how I was going to cover rent for the next month or the month after that. I was just like, I just need to be out of the house. For the first 2 weeks, man, I was going home like 4 a.m., 5 a.m. every day. Like kahit, alam mo yun, literal, scroll ako sa phone book ko, tapos parang sinong pwede ayayin tonight? Labas tayo. And then after the 2 weeks, I was like, meh, I'm just gonna stay home.
I'm done.
Yeah. Like, I feel like I just need...
Is this when you were in our village?
Yeah.
That time when you tried to seduce me?
Excuse me. Lies.
When you...
I didn't try.
When you called...
It was effortless.
When you called me up to say, hey, chicks, do you have Ben Gay? I was like, is this code for...
Ano mo? In retrospect.
This is very John Cusack. Okay, guys, this is very John Cusack of him. I'm standing in front of your door right now. I sprained my ankle. Do you have some Ben Gay on
In
you?
retrospect, I maybe should have just asked for Salon Pass or Katingko or Omega Painkiller.
I was like, I'm not that kind of girl.
So hindi pa tayo close nito eh,
Hindi
di
pa
ba?
tayo
Like,
at all.
we would talk naman during parties and I had your number already.
And then I was like, alam mo yun, like, I was like, yeah, like right now you're outside of my house? Let me shower first.
Okay.
So, here
if
I go.
I'm being honest, the only 2 options were you or the president of our company. And I feel like I made the right choice naman.
And then,
siguro si Chico na
as in,
lang,
like, I literally, I forgot what I don't think I had Ben Gay, but
No, you
I
didn't.
must
But
have had some sort of thing.
painkiller, yeah.
So like, okay, so I went out there.
Oh.
I opened the gate. There stands Gino boy in his wet shirt and short shorts, panting. And it's like giving me this come hither look. And I'm like, here's some liniment.
Let me give you my train
But
of thought.
you know what, guys? I had to rebuff his advances.
Wow.
So I was like, you know what? Go home.
Oh, you're really enjoying this fantasy of yours, huh? Okay, now here's what really happened. I was running on the street where Chico's house is. I stepped on a rock or whatever. Twisted my ankle. And I thought to myself, crap, I just moved to this neighborhood. I don't know anyone except the
This
2
hot
people.
chick.
So it's either the president of our company or Chico, who I know is a veteran DJ, who most probably has a bunch of, body
Liniment.
pain issues na. So parang, siguro, logically, meron to. Lo and behold, I was correct. Meron nga siya.
Hindi nga lang Bengay. Ako naman, sabi ko parang ito, may mga speaking in codes eh. You know, when your coworker goes, "Hi, do you have some Ben Gay on you?" I happen to be standing in front of your house.
Alam mo, yun kasi...
in flimsy outfit.
Flimsy!
Dripping with sweat.
I'm pretty sure I was in jogging pants and a shirt.
Oh, yeah, maybe. In my memory, you're wearing short shorts and like...
How long have you known me? When have I ever worn short shorts? Buti pa sana kung puruntong.
Pwede pa, no?
But yeah, like, I don't know. I've done a lot of colorful things in my life. Some would probably land me in jail, but not to this level.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
hello, hindi man murder levels. So.
I think I can say it. I've taken a few illegal substances here and there. In other countries, not here. I don't know if you can get arrested for that. Probably not, because it was legal there. And by the time I flew back here, I was completely sober. But yeah, I've done a lot of stupid things. I have done a lot of stupid things that I wish I could take back. Like, believe me, I wish I could take them back. But I'm just glad that I have not done anything that would, land me in jail.
Well,
You, on the other hand, I'm pretty sure your journey through adolescence was colorful.
You know what?
Like rainbow colored.
super.
When did you know? No. I was about to say, mali yung question ko, hindi when did you know? When did you decide to act on it?
When basically, nagkaroon ako ng co-host na wala, just started acting as if everybody knew.
In the defense of this unnamed co-host, I think everybody knew. I think everybody knew.
So let's...
I love basketball.
And ganito na lang.
My
ganito
other
na lang.
co-host is my love team.
Oh, ganito na lang. My
Sabagay, Will and Grace.
Did you notice? Yun yung favorite namin ni Del. Ano favorite niya? Oh my gosh, Will and Grace.
Alam na. Okay, go on.
My adolescence was more like I don't even have to get into this.
Yeah.
Basically, I followed all the rules. I
Right.
was such a good boy.
Up until college though, right?
Up until college.
Medyo,
Yes. Doon ako natuto uminom
yeah,
because of my college barkada.
right.
Never drank a drop of alcohol before college.
Damn.
I
I
never...
mean, that's right. Because legally, that's what you're supposed to do.
I didn't know about, you know,
About
what to do with this one and that one. Until high school.
really?
Yeah. You know, a friend
Can I
explained
ask what you were watching that made you want to try it out?
No. Okay. A classmate of mine.
This is a legit query on
Yeah.
my end.
Talagang queer yan.
Alam
Pwede
mo,
namang question
alam
eh.
mo, for some strange reason, yung utak ko talaga nag-wire towards that eh. Hindi ko alam bakit eh.
Hindi, ganito ha.
Oh.
Yung friend ko, sabi niya, said the word, the 3-syllable word that starts with an M and ends with an E.
Jakol?
So, ginamit niya yung word.
Okay.
Sabi niya, hindi ka
You can't say masturbate.
Right? Sabi ko,
You cannot. It's a scientific term.
sabi ko, what's that? Sabi niya, yung ganito. Tapos ginawa niya yung movement. Pero obviously, hindi niya gagawin the way it's actually done.
Okay.
He put a lot of spaces in between.
A lot of
Oh my God.
a lot of spaces.
Basta. No. Yeah.
See, this is why it's difficult when you just don't come out and say it, because my imagination starts to think of other things. Like, what's a lot
No,
of
let me
things?
put it
Is it this? Is it this?
No, let me put it this way. Sabi niya, ganito. Ito yung birthday mo. Birthday mo. Tapos,
As if saying it that way makes it any less worse.
so, ito yung birthday mo. Tapos, ganunin mo. Ganyan.
Okay.
Ganyan.
So hindi niya dinikit.
Hindi nagtatouch, obviously. So I was like, oh, and sabi niya, oh, it's the best thing ever.
Oh.
Sabi ko,
I mean,
but
it's better
why
when
would
you have someone else do it for
but
you.
why would you do it? But I was like, because.
It's
for
fun.
the sake of, it's fun. I was like, okay. So I tried it. Literally, ganan. And I was like,
there's nothing happening.
there's nothing happening. So, I mean, ganon ako ka. And this was like, obviously everyone was doing it at the time. Ganon ako
Right.
ka-innocent. Like, I was such an innocente talaga.
So that's how you discovered
No.
it.
And, obviously, there was no discovery there.
Right.
It was more...
Oh, I'll tell you mine if it makes you feel more
sige,
comfortable.
sige.
Very, very fondly, I remember I was watching Scooby-Doo, and then Daphne.
Oh, okay.
Daphne was my coming of age. When I saw Daphne, for
Like
some
coming of age.
Diba? I don't know. My brain is just wired differently. Right? And I don't know, something about the purple or pink tights, the stockings. I really like stockings. You know this. I have a thing for stockings. And I found it really interesting. And then I just, while I was watching it, I got a hard on. And I was like, why does this happen? And I mean,
Yeah, it was a legit question.
because there was no sex education
Yeah.
then. You know, we didn't have the internet. We didn't have porn, easy access. You know what I mean? Like, for you to be able to get your hands on pornography, you had to get from Gary Leasing's jukebox, or remember that? The one in Galleria, yung may mga Playboy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, diba?
Yes.
As in, mahirap mag-source ng materials dati. So we worked with what we had. And then I just remember watching yun nga, Scooby-Doo, and then I was like, why is my birdie bird up? See, it's weird when it comes from me, right? Why is my dick up? Diba? It's just so much easier to say it. And then my technique pa for it was, kasi nobody explained to me that you're supposed to hold it and then stroke it up and down or whatever. So I just had my hand over it. And alam mo it just felt natural to just rub it. And then like I was just rubbing it. And then eventually I was like, oh, did I pee?
Yeah.
That's how it happened. And then and then that went on for maybe about a couple of months. And then much later on, I started talking to my classmates about it. And I'm like, ay, ba nag-ano na rin kayo? In Cebuano kasi there's a word, lolo. This was in Cebu. And so I was 6th grade, 5th grade. And then they started talking about like, oh, you're supposed to do it like this. You're supposed to hold it, blah, blah. And then that's when I found out like the quote-unquote proper way to do it. But that's how I
see,
discovered
grade 5, high school. And ako quite
What
similar.
year in high school? Because first year high school.
Maybe
parang
first,
that's
second.
that's pretty. I guess,
And then,
that's pretty normal.
okay, similar. But me, it wasn't like I wasn't like touching anything or anything. it was more like, I think, and I wasn't watching anything. I wasn't reading anything.
So it was all imagination?
No. It was more like, I was in bed kasi, so nakadapa ako. Diba? Tapos alam mo yung, di ba makuyakoy ako? Ano ko, like, nervous
then,
energy. So I was like, And then I was like, what the F just happened?
Yeah.
What was that?
No, but you know what? Aside from that, this is why sex education is really important.
Well, we did, believe it or not. But it was so grade 2. But it was so weird. Like it was so antiseptic that it didn't really teach anything. It told you scientifically what happened. Okay, so basically what was in our
manuscript,
school book
whatever, yeah.
for sex ed. As in, we really had the sex ed subject.
Wow. Okay.
Basically,
Very progressive.
papakita guy and a girl na fully clothed.
Yeah.
Tapos mag-aakap lang. Tapos parang nakalagay parang kapag ang babae at ang lalaki nagmamahalan, ganyan. Tapos it would show a picture of yung sperm na mukhang tadpole.
Right, yeah.
So what was that?
Where is that coming from?
I don't even like I literally thought there would be like wormy things coming out of your bird.
Yeah.
And then parang yung ano nila magkayakap tapos parang obviously hindi man animated pero yung drawing nila parang merong had poly things going.
May trail.
Yung parang it did not
Make sense.
Yeah. what it looked like. Honestly, I didn't know how it worked until I saw my first like adult film.
Yeah.
And when I saw it, I like my jaw.
What was your first adult film?
I forgot the title. But it was like and I was like, oh, you put it in there? You know what I mean? Like it was not sexy at all. It was like horror. Kasi nga parang for me, like, that was not what I thought happened. Kasi dun sa pictures, literally, magkaakap lang. And again, I was so insulated from all these like mga sexy stuff. So I really had no idea. So, tapos, tunod, kanluban.
Tunod, kanluban.
Those were the terms. For your birdie bird, tunod. Kanluban is the puchichi.
Isn't that like northeast, west, south?
No, kanluran. Kanluran. I actually researched it as an adult. Tunod and kanluban apparently are Tagalog words for spear or sword and sheath.
Oh.
So like, it's very poetic, to be honest. Pero yun nga, parang like, hello, can you imagine like a sexy film? Ang laki ng tunod mo.
Gusto ko lunukin yung tunod mo.
Like,
Pasok mo na sa kanluban ko.
Di ba parang, no, that's not how it works. Like, no, but it was
medyo basa na yung kanluban ko.
No.
Bakit parang nanghihina yung tunod mo? Hipa natin. This is why it's so crucial because again, so much is left to like. Not that you're not able to figure it out, but it just helps people out in the You have any idea how many shorts I ruined? Just not knowing that you're supposed to just pull it down and do it. You know what I mean?
Pero see, that's the thing. Even in Adolescence, di ba parang yung that for me things took a turn when they started talking about girls.
Yeah, yung Instagram.
Yung nauna parang like he's a baby.
Yeah.
What are you guys are suddenly it's like.
You have some pretty aggressive comments
Your
on
comments
this Instagram.
are pretty aggressive.
Yeah, I'm like,
are you together? Suddenly, parang nag-shift.
Shift ang bilis.
And it's that. And you're always thinking, when somebody is like 13, 14, they're innocent.
Yeah.
And you don't realize that, well, maybe with the exception of me, I'm medyo late bloomer ako.
Yeah.
Pero gets, yung parang, I think you have to anticipate it a little earlier than you think.
Yeah. And especially now
with
that, like,
social media.
Literally, all you have to do is type it on Google and you can see like a naked woman or a naked man. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So, that was... But I do remember talaga na parang very uneventful. That's why college for me was like...
Colorful.
It was like a volcanic
An awakening.
eruption. Kasi parang from zero, dormant. No, not that kind of... What I meant was, in terms of... pero I'm standing in front of... I'm just a boy standing in front of your gate. And then...
First off, wala kang kanluban.
Pareho tayong tunod.
Barangay tunod.
So, well, there you go. I can't.
But seriously, like, okay, jokes aside and everything, Adolescence is a like, I didn't want to leave the house earlier because I wanted to follow it up and then watch the next episodes. Very, very well deserving of all the awards that it got.
True. And it's disturbing.
It's disturbing.
It's very disturbing. But there you go. Thank you for checking it out. That was a weird
Now
episode.
you know how we began our masturbation journey.
I never thought
that you would talk about this
that,
openly.
If you fast forward, if you told the younger me that I would be in front of a camera talking about the first time I touched myself, that was not something that I expected that would happen in my lifetime.
I'm not as surprised. We'll see you guys next episode.
Bye.
The opinions of podcast creators, hosts, and guests are not necessarily reflective of the official stance of the Pod Network Entertainment, its hosts, or other network programs. The content created by the people behind the podcast is personal and not meant to harm any religion, ethnicity, group, organization, company, or individual.